What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Daily Ascent. I was just watching two humpback whales out there frolicking. Today we're going to talk about how running has changed my life in so many different ways. So let's get into it. Look at that. Wow. So why has running changed my life? I would honestly say a big reason for me is because of my anxiety. I have always had really bad anxiety. I have always been a very anxious person. I didn't always know how to deal with that. If you have bad anxiety, you can kind of relate to this, but when you get really anxious, you just don't, there's nothing you can do to calm down, and you just need to be doing something. Your mind is just racing so fast and you don't know what to do. And for me, it got to the point where I just had to be moving. So the gym, and then obviously running. I think running was definitely more beneficial for anxiety than the gym. There's just something about running and just pushing your body to the max that just kills all of my anxiety. My anxiety levels compared to before I run and then after I run are insanely different. But whenever I am super anxious, honestly, the only thing I know what to do is go run. I just need to get it out of my system. Let's just say you're laying in bed just super anxious and you're doing absolutely nothing except for distracting your mind, from dealing with that anxiety. But when you're running, basically what you're doing is I feel like you're speeding up that process of getting through your anxiety, but you're actually working through it. So if I'm running, I'm just running by myself. So I run by myself for the most part. No music usually. So it's just basically just me talking to the voice in my head. And I feel like that helps speed up the process of any anxiety that I'm going through. If you're an anxious person at all, or if you ever get just an episode of anxiety, or you're just feeling weird for some reason, just go on a run, try it out, and just listen to the voice in your head, because usually what it's trying to say is pretty important. And I feel like when you're on a run, it's just easier to work that out and talk to yourself, and it's almost like you're forcing yourself to do so. If you have bad anxiety and you've never tried running, I would give it a shot. Another way running has changed my life is with my depression. Ever since, I would say, middle school, early high school, I have been a pretty depressed person. I was always closed off and just not very happy. Unfortunately, I was stuck in this rut for a very long time. The first ever relief from depression that I found other than drugs was running. Running was freedom from my own mind, and it was extremely therapeutic for me. I would say running was when I started to really make serious progress to get myself out of that depression and out of that rut, and to quit being sad all the time. I would say running had one of the biggest impacts on that. It took me from a very dark place to a place that was just a little bit better, which was honestly huge. That was a huge step, and if you've ever been through that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There are definitely levels to it. I mean, you got all the way down here where you feel like you're nothing, you're worthless, suicidal thoughts, you hate everybody, you hate yourself. You got nothing going for you. And if you're ever there, I would honestly say go on a run. Go run, go push your body to the absolute max, because what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. You're already there. You're already at your rock bottom. You're not at rock bottom, you're at your rock bottom. So if you're ever at that stage, which I was, I just started running. And I would just go rip 6-7 mile runs at 1-2 in the morning. I'm not joking. I would get off work and I would go run. It'd be midnight. I would go rip 6 or 7 miles with no shirt on. It'd be 30 degrees, just to actually feel something. Because when you get really depressed and you've been like that for a while, you just get numb after a while, and you're just completely numb to everything. So I feel like running kind of brought me out of that and made me feel something again, because it really pushes your body to the limits. And that high that you get, that runner's high, it's honestly like no other. It feels so good. It is just a natural ecstasy. So running has honestly played a major role in my depression. So my anxiety and my depression, I feel like running seriously brought me out of that. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not going to solve everything. That didn't just automatically solve all my problems and just cure my anxiety and depression. I still go through it all the time, but it makes it so much better, and it's a healthy, natural way to cope with things like that, as opposed to suppressing it and pushing it away and pushing people away. You know, I feel like running actually gave me like a real natural high. Like I felt like I was on top of the world, as opposed to those fake artificial highs I was chasing with drugs, alcohol, sex, porn, social media, video games, you name it. I feel like running was the first healthy, natural high where you could feel so on top of the world, and it was just such a healthy, good thing for you and a good thing for your mind and your body. And it was just such a cool feeling when I first experienced that. And then after that, I'll never forget it. If depression has taken a toll on you over these past few years, I would say go on a run. And I cannot stress this enough. Running does so much for the mind and the body, and it is honestly so good for you, and it is so liberating, and you just feel so free. So try it. Give it a shot. Guys, there's so many whales out there. I've seen like 6 today. I've never seen that many. That's crazy. There's literally a group of whales migrating just behind me. Look at them! Now, another way running has completely changed my life is with my overall health. I feel like a lot of people nowadays completely neglect their health altogether. It's been normalized within the gym to skip cardio and not to pay attention to it and not to focus on it, but I think they've got it all wrong. I vaped for 6 years and I used to smoke a lot. I eventually ran into some breathing problems that I had, and that seriously scared me. So I feel like running was a great solution for that. And slowly but surely I started to get in better shape, and I did that by running. This is a simple one, but it's honestly the only reason you need to run. It is good for your overall health and well-being. So if you're just looking for another thing to improve your life, go on a run. Try it out. Alright, I just finished up my run. That was Hanauma Bay. I think is how you pronounce it. It's like a hike around it. It is one of my favorite trail runs here. There's no one on it. It's usually not very busy, so that's kind of why I like it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Some cool clips from that. It is a beautiful spot. I think I saw like 6 or 7 groups of whales migrating, which was insanely cool. One more thing about how running has completely changed my life, and that is with drug addiction. Running has really helped me escape that. Running in the gym, just fitness in general, has really helped me, you know, get out of that. Really over this past year and a half, I told myself whenever I have any drug cravings or if I want to get high, I need to go run or go to the gym, which turned out to be pretty frequent. That was quite often. So running in the gym slowly started to replace those bad habits. And in a way, I think running saved my life, and I think it's going to continue to do so in the future. Never underestimate the power of running and going to the gym and just taking care of yourself, because it can seriously change your life, and it can bring you out of many things that you're struggling with. Or if you just want to get healthier and you want to live a healthier lifestyle, then, you know, running or cardio of some kind is probably a good idea. I think it's a good idea for everybody. So anxiety, depression, overall health, and then drug addiction, or addiction of any kind for that matter. I would say those are the 4 biggest areas that running really changed my life. And it seriously did. It brought me out of some really dark places, and it did a lot of good things for me. And I think it can help a lot of other people too. I know a lot of people, some friends or some people I've seen on social media, running in the gym literally brought them out of addiction and helped them escape that cycle. And I know a lot of people personally, they have similar stories. People I talk to at the gym, they have similar stories to that. So just never underestimate the power of running in the gym and what it can do for your mind and your body. It seriously is, it's a superpower, and you have the ability to use it. So why not use it? I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I actually had a lot of fun making this one. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up, maybe share it with somebody you know. I would greatly appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.